It is a temperament issue, meaning that it's just not really in their DNA to stand up to that kind of tyranny. I thought I got into the ministry to love on people and to heal the sick and to have compassion. And that is true. And that's why I think we need to meet a lot of these pastors in the middle. And maybe some of you, I hope this is resonating with you, that the time right now for American Christianity, and the reason why we're seeing this refiner's fire, is that we are no longer in a peacetime Christianity. And I know that is a difficult message to hear, but I was raised in a peacetime Christianity. And the peacetime Christianity lended itself to a type of pastor that was more agreeable and more about the expansion of the non-controversial gospel. But when you enter into a wartime Christianity, all of a sudden, the people are desiring and hungering a metaphorical general like Jensen Franklin that is willing to, of course, help the people that are in broken circumstances, but also call out orders for the Christian flock to be able to go forth and spread the gospel and spread truth in their community, in their home. So that's the tension right now, is right now the current composition of the American church is largely a peacetime force. And we are in a wartime moment. And we're seeing this tension where the peacetime force is like, I didn't sign up for this. I thought I was just gonna do John 3:16 every Sunday, and then I'm gonna retire and get a house in Destin. Like, whatever. And they're like, stop it with all this politics. And in some ways, we should criticize them, but you gotta also love on them like they signed up for something that is completely different. And so the way we handle that will be different every one of your churches. Maybe it can be like, hey, we're gonna dedicate you to a different ministry bucket in the church. Maybe this is not for you. And I say this as lovingly as I possibly can, that those of you that are cut out for the wartime, boy, it is time for you to step up even more because you are needed more than ever. And I say this in the least judgmental way that I possibly can. I don't mean this in a judgmental way. Not everyone is cut out for the wartime stuff. Some people are sunshine soldiers and summer patriots. That's what the revolutionaries used to call the folks that used to go fight in the July and August. Yeah, the British are terrible, but in January, all of a sudden the army like shrunk by half. When smallpox was spread and you had to go march and with no shoes in Pennsylvania on January 25th, all of a sudden you realize what a revolutionary force is cut out of. And those sunshine patriots and those summer soldiers went home to their farms like, yeah, beat the British. Let me know how it goes. And we see that tension. So how do we take a peacetime force into a wartime infantry? That, and of course, for all of my friends in the media, I'm talking metaphorically. I'm not talking about taking up arms. You guys know it's a spiritual battle I'm talking about here. I have to, clarify for all of our wonderfully accurate friends at CNN that always quote me right on edge, right?